Saying that it's okay to want to be happy might sound a bit ridiculous to you. Maybe you think it's obviously true. Maybe you think it's totally unrealistic to care about your own happiness. Certainly life has many challenges and difficulties, and I'm not trying to suggest that it's either realistic or attainable to never experience any emotion other than happiness. In fact, one of the books that I recommend to my clients, The Happiness Trap, talks about how happiness actually decreases as you make happiness itself the goal that you are pursuing. One of the claims the book makes is that happiness is not a destination, but rather a byproduct of making choices and living in alignment with your values. But here's the thing. I know a lot of lawyers who don't think it's okay for them to want to be happy. They think wanting to be happy is frivolous, unserious, or silly. They might not put it this way, but at their core, they believe that whether or not they're happy in their career is irrelevant to whether or not they should continue working as a lawyer. I know this because at one point, that's what I thought. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm Sarah Cottrell. I practiced law for 10 years, and now I help unhappy lawyers ditch their soul-sucking jobs. So here's the deal. It is, in fact, okay to want to be happy. In fact, I think you should care about whether or not you're happy, because we know that happiness is linked to whether or not you are living in alignment with your values. So many lawyers think that they should just achieve with no consideration for the impact that it's having on their internal selves. This is part of why I'm so passionate about spreading the message that it's okay to leave the law. Until you've worked as a lawyer, it's hard to fully comprehend how difficult it can be to leave. It's hard to understand how conflicted you can feel when you're doing a job that you've trained for years to do. For so many reasons, working as a lawyer can make people feel desperate and hopeless. That's why I want you to know you are not crazy for wanting to leave. You're not wrong for feeling like it's intolerable. There is nothing wrong with you if you don't want to be a lawyer. You are allowed to care about yourself and your own happiness. You can get out. And if you are suffering, you should. You are more than your job, and you are infinitely more valuable than any job. Please prioritize caring for yourself. Your unhappiness is a sign that there's something better for you out there. And here's one example of how unhappiness is normalized in the legal profession: crying because of your job. Check out the video on your screen to find out why crying because of your job is not in fact normal or something you should just accept. I'll see you in the next video.